A month ago, Tony Shalhoub returned to the school where he received his first formal instruction in how to act. Shalhoub graduated in 1977 from what was then the University of Maine, Portland-Gorham, and is now the University of Southern Maine. He spent some time talking with theater students about his impressive career as an actor, which includes leading roles in the TV show Monk, the movie Galaxy Quest, and in several plays on Broadway. Shalhoub remembers what it was like to be performing in productions in the USM theater department and told the students he understands what they're going through as they try to figure out where they fit in the theater world.
I relate. I had the same experience where I did a lot in high school of acting, and then in my first year or two of college, somehow I just veered away. And then I realized, no, that was something that I really got the most, where the juices really got going.
Tony Shalhoub is a proud supporter of USM. He is the honorary chair of the USM Center for the Arts fundraising campaign. And last month, he was on the Portland campus and helped break ground for the Crew Center for the Arts. He said that working with professors and mentors in the theater department allowed him to discover his own potential and passion for acting. Tony Shalhoub grew up in Wisconsin and first acted as a child in a school play his older sister was in. Later, much later, he went on to become an actor's actor. We wanted to know more about Shalhoub's journey and were able to sit down with him at USM, where he told us his interest in theater started to pick up when he was a teenager.
Yeah, when I got to high school, I was kind of gravitated toward that crowd and wasn't much of an athlete. Tried that briefly and got, my ass handed to me. Yeah, I think I did a play probably every year I was in high school.
You started in college in Wisconsin, where you had, of course, grown up, and then you came here to what is now called the University of Southern Maine. What was it? I've heard different stories, but I want to hear it from you. I want the authoritative version. What was it that prompted you to come to Maine and USM?
I wish I had a, fascinating, interesting story there. It was really a total lark. I actually came here on what was called a National Student Exchange Program. It's where you could go to a out-of-state school but still be enrolled at your home school.
When you arrived here, did you jump right into the theater program?
No, I didn't. I think I went to see a play probably, and then I thought, this looks really, this looks legitimate. So I signed up for an acting class. It was actually with Tom Power, who's a friend and was a mentor of mine. And I took his advanced acting class, and that was it. We were just off to the races.
In his senior year at USM, Shalhoub decided he wanted to keep studying theater and applied to the Yale School of Drama.
By some miracle, got accepted. To be totally honest with you, I didn't know there was such a thing as a graduate program in theater. That was not on my radar. Not even sure I knew where Yale was, frankly, or where New Haven was, until I went down there to audition.
So you weren't a geography major.
I was the man in the fog at that time, big time.
You got what must have felt like a big break in the 1980s when you got a role in the movie Heartburn, sorry. Jack Nicholson, Meryl Streep, Mike Nichols directing. And then your part ended up on the cutting room floor.
After I told everyone in the known universe that I was in this movie.
You laugh now, but were you crushed at the time?
Crushed. Well, the first of many crushings in this business.
It's
really.
Part of this line of work.
Oh my God. I can't tell you, I've been cut out of more movies than I've ever been in. That's the honest to God truth. But still, just the experience of it, even the devastating, horrible beatings that you take, you can glean something from them.
The break that really brought you before the American public in a big way was the TV show Wings on NBC, which was very successful. What was that experience like for you?
It was a dream. It was really a dream.
On Wings, Tony Shalhoub played Antonio, an Italian immigrant who ran a taxi business.
You know, most guys wouldn't let us do this to him. They would think it's too feminine or something.
Ah, well, that never bothers me. Any doubts about my masculinity were confronted at a very early age.
Uh-oh. Here comes one of those manly Italian stories about how his dad got him a woman when he was 15.
14, but that's another story. No, I was thinking...
Not only was the material really strong and fun to work on, but you know, it's a 4-camera sitcom, means you're doing it with a live audience. So it was very close to what I was used to, being, you know, doing theater. Except that if you messed up, you got to do take 2, take 3, take 4.
We'll have more of our conversation with Tony Shalhoub tomorrow on 207. He'll talk about some of the favorite roles he's done in television and movies, tell us who his favorite actor is, and reveal which film was so much fun to make he'd go right back now and do it all over again. That's all tomorrow. Coming up in a few minutes, though, the story that's never been revealed, how Tony Shalhoub became part of 207's DNA in its first week on the air.